Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading, and for today's video I am here to do a mini book haul slash unboxing. Today I went to the library and I got 4 books. Yes, 4 books checked out. I also have 3 books from Amazon. One of them was damaged though, so I'm going to be returning that one sadly. And I have my monthly Owlcrate unboxing and my monthly book of the month unboxing for the month of June. My Owlcrate is from May. It was running late because of the book was a late release. But nonetheless, I have a lot of things to chat about and I'm very excited to do so. Let me grab my current read before I do that. I left it in my bag that I took to the library with me. So let's start off with the video with what I'm currently reading. Also, before I start off, happy June, happy Pride Month. Hello. Yes, please. I'm so excited for this month of all things good, and I'm hoping everybody has an amazing reading month. So let's sit down and chit chat about books, shall we? So the first one that I want to talk about is my current read. I am currently 7 chapters into Blood Justice by Terry J. Benton Walker. This is book 2 of the Blood Debt series. I don't know how long the series will be. I know the author said he wants to make it a 5-book series, but the publishers hasn't picked up book 3 yet, which is kind of a little bit of nervy feelings for me because I did just started this one today and I got to chapter 7, so very excited to see how the rest of this book is going to go. If you don't know, Blood Debts follows our 2 main characters named Chris and Clementine. These 2 are 2 twins, 1 girl, 1 boy, and Chris is gay and he has gay rep, and so he is trying to get to know himself. It's like a coming of age. It's a New Orleans setting as well with witches and vampires. It's really hard to describe what book 2 is about because it continues the storyline of book 1. But I read book 1 last June and absolutely loved it. I wanted to read it in preparation of book 2 that came out last year. And I bought it last year, but I never read it. So now I'm reading it in June 2025. And maybe by the time June 2026 comes around, we might have book 3. We shall see. But yeah, this is what I'm currently reading. What are you reading? And let me know down in the comments below. So the first ones I have to show you are books I got from my library. Speaking of male romances, we have a new release that literally just came out in the month of April. And this is Once Upon You and Me by Timothy Jablonski. My book club of Queer Reads actually introduced me to this author, and ever since I read his first book of his, it was You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince. I read that one during Christmas a couple years ago and absolutely loved it, so I'm excited to jump into his non-Christmas holiday story. This is I don't know if this is a retelling of anything. Oh yeah, it says charming fairy tale meets a spicy bedtime story in this deliciously enchanting age gap LGBTQ romance. When Taylor Frost's boss Amy flies him across the country to prep for her daughter's sweet 16 at the storybook ending resorts in Catskill, the solo mission is within his wheelhouse. Taylor is excellent at his job, except he's probably not supposed to flirt with the resort's mountain man of a manager, Ethan Golding, because the rugged older man is also the birthday girl's father, aka Amy's ex-husband. Oops. Ooh, it sounds like it's going to be a messy romance, which I don't know if I love that, but we'll see how this one goes. Age gap romance, small town setting, strangers to lovers trope. We shall see. Of course, another perfect book for Pride Month for the month of June. No, stay up. There we go. The next book, I'm going to be buddy reading this with my friend Melanie over at Completely Melanie. She's hosting Camp Seasonathon right now. It just started yesterday as I'm filming this video, but I finally got my library hold of the group buddy read for Camp Seasonathon, and the group buddy read for this one is The Savior's Champion by Jenna Morsi. I'm so sorry for butchering your last name. This is a first book of a oldie, but hopefully a goodie. It's super chunky and it's like a heavy hardcover too. I don't really know too much about this, except I think this is a reread from Mel, if I'm not mistaken. This has a competition setting in here too, which is something I love. I don't know too much about this one, except that it was supposed to be our group buddy read for camp season-a-thon this summer, and I was like, I'm sold. Competition setting, that's all I really need to know. And that's, I know it's the first of a new series as well, which I'm not trying to start new series this year, but if I have to, I will. But since I have the book, might as well see what the hype of this is about, and hopefully I will love it. If I don't, I'll be really sad. But if I don't love it, I can always just return it to my library. So it's not like I spent money on it, you know? And the second to last library book I have is one that my friend Mel over at Mel Reads. I almost said the other Mel. Her Patreon buddy read is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gilligan. This is a exciting read for me. Again, this is another first book of a series, but this one has a little bit of an exception because I read One Dark Window, the Shepherd King duology by her last year, and absolutely loved it. So I have really, really high hopes for this one. This one is a first of a new series. I feel like I don't really need to say too much about this one just because it is very popular right now in Book Talk. Like every time I open my phone to TikTok, it shows this book at least like 5 times in one video, I feel like. It's very popular, very excited to dive into this. Very nervous for it because book 2 is not out like One Dark Window was, but hopefully book 2 can come out soon. Who knows? Very excited for this. Adult fantasy romantic. It's actually adult romantasy. Sorry. Adult romantasy first of a series, and it's due mid-June for me, so I need to read this sooner rather than later. And my final library book is another new release and also another book perfect for Pride Month. And I'm actually going to use this for Dana over at Dana Ella. She does Camp Nightmare Readathon that is hosted by Thrills and Chills. Anybody I mentioned will be left down below, but I feel like this will be a perfect book for one of Dana's prompts, and that is Boys with Sharp Teeth by Jenny Howell. Howell? Yeah. This is a YA thriller standalone novel that is set in a boarding school. I really don't need to know too much about this. This one says 17-year-old Maureen James has spent her entire life living in the shadows of an exclusive Huntsworth Academy. And when her cousin's dead body is found in a creek on school property, Marian knows exactly who to blame: Adrian Hargreaves and Henry Wu, the ignorant, dangerously alluring leaders of the school social elite. What? That's all I need to know. I'm so stoked to read this. I've been hearing mixed reviews, more negative than positive, sadly, but this is the author's debut novel, so we shall see if I will like this one. But I'm very stoked for this one as well. I feel like if there was a reading order for me to read these in, I would do The Night and the Moth, and then Boys with Sharp Teeth, and then the rest of the books I just showed. So, super stoked for this. Hopefully I'll love it. If I don't, I'll be so sad. And then the 3 books I got from Amazon, I bought these like mid-May and they just finally arrived. And that is Dragged to the Wedding by Andrew Gray. This is another male with a drag artist in here as well. This one was supposed to be for my friend Clint's book club pick for the month of May, and everybody already read it except me. I didn't read this one this month, even though I was supposed to be a guest host, and I feel so bad, but Clint, my book is here. I watch you guys' live show as much as I can without spoiling myself, and it seems like y'all really love this one. So if you don't know, Ba is hosted by my friend Clint over at Reads Readers, Lori over at The Chatty Bookworm, and Hope over at It's Hope's Book. Whew, that's a long list. And my copy finally came today. Like, what the heck, Amazon? Why you came so late? Sorry, that was me hitting Amazon, not you guys. Next one is one that was supposed to be for a book club pick as well, but again, it came late. But that is Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang by Kylie Lee Baker. At this point, I think Kylie Lee Baker is just an autobiographer for me because anything she writes, I usually buy. This one is actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be because a lot of the times when I've seen it in other people's video, I thought it was like a bit thicker, you know? But anyways, I'm excited for this. This is adult thriller. It's the author's debut thriller as well, and this was a book club pick for Lala at Books and Lala. So a month late, but I'm still gonna read it this summer. Or maybe save it for the fall. Who knows? And then the one that was sadly damaged from Amazon, it's damaged right here on the spine. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's damaged right there on the spine. And so that is Temptation of the Force by Tessa Granton. This is actually my next Star Wars High Republic novel that I need to read. So I'm very stoked for this. And I can't say too much about it just because it does contain spoilers for the other books. But just know I will be reading this one. Well, not this copy. I'm returning this copy, then getting another hardcover because it's damaged. It's also damage on the cover itself too. So sadly gonna be returning this one, but hopefully I'll get a new copy soon. But very stoked to get into this one. Iced tea break. Oh, and there goes my little thingy that fell. Cheers. Okay, let's jump into my June Book of the Month picks. If you don't know, Book of the Month is a book subscription where you get 6, sometimes 7 choices to choose from. I have my scissors here. I'm very excited for these 3 books. I got 3 books. One was a monthly credit, the other was a birthday credit that I got, and then the other one I bought my own. So technically I only bought 1 book in this box. But let's unbox this because I'm very excited. And happy that Book of the Month didn't do a pre-order like they did last month. That was kind of irritating. If you know, you know. Can I not open this? There we go. Ah! It's always so satisfying opening books. I don't know why. Okay, so the first one on top is one of my add-on, and it was the one that the only one that I had to buy this month, and that was The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. This is an adult thriller that intrigued me because it's a bookish book, and I don't want to know too much about it, just want to keep it that way, bookish book. Set in 1975. Don't know. I don't know what it has in store. I think it's dual timeline as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I just been hearing great reviews about it, and I saw that Book of the Month did it, and I got a copy. I guess. Comes out June 10th, by the way. So I have it 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks early. The next one that I got as a birthday credit, and that was King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. This is an author that I have from before. He's the author of Razorblade Tears. I haven't read that one yet, but I definitely want to. But I have my eye on this one because A, it's his newest release, and also he's good with rep of LGBTQ community. So again, I don't know this one too much, but the little summary on here says, a son returning home, a dangerous debt, secrets about to ignite, and a family about to consume by flames. Like, what more do you need? This is out June 10th, but again, I got it early. And last but not least, the one I'm so excited for. Let's do the bookmark first. Bookmark says, hi, I'm Mark. I love their little comedic bookmarks they have. So the next one, the one that I was super excited for and so happy that Book of the Month did. This is an author for me. She's actually like my #1. I met her years ago and absolutely lovely she is. And that is V.E. Schwab's new book. Ah! I'm so excited. This is a adult fantasy standalone novel from V.E. Schwab, so this is very exciting. It's a sapphic vampire, and also this one is our Queer Reads book club pick for the month of July. If you don't know, I have a book club called Queer Reads where we read queer and own diverses, and V.E. Schwab is a pick that is automatically like auto picked, but I had to find a good month to put it in. So this is our book club pick for the month of July. Very excited to read this. Hopefully I'll love this one. And I don't know, I'm just eager to start this. I want to start it now. Okay, I still have time to film. I'm sorry. I was making sure I wasn't running out of time in the day. Anyways, I am back with my Owlcrate unboxing. So this is the month of May. Owlcrate is a YA book subscription box where you get one hardcover, sometimes two, with 5 to 6 goodies centered around a certain theme. As always, I always forget what the theme are for the month, so hopefully it's a good box. I know this box was late because of the book was a late release and the publishers didn't want to have the book out early. So let's unbox this, but before we do that, let me get my phone. Even though I just had it. Let me get my phone open, that way I can do the QR code, because Owlcrate has not been doing the spoiler card, which I kind of miss, to be honest, because the QR code in the box kind of spoils you of the book first and not the items. So either I think Owlcrate should change that, or I don't know, they should do something else. So here's the box. Here's the QR code to scan. It says, as always, it says, we read to know we are not alone and journey beyond the book. So let me scan this real quick. Okay, the May theme is A Taste of Magic. This is a young adult fantasy. I don't want the book first, so we'll go through it. Okay, so I have the bookish goodies pulled up that way in case I don't know what fandom they are. Wormies. More wormies. And more wormies. The first item, there's actually a couple of items on top. I don't know if you can see that without it falling. First item I see is this box that says, be wary, be clever, be good. This says, carry a symbol of courage wherever you go with our exquisite rose gold metal keychain, inspired by a Provence card, the White Eagle, from the Shepherd King series, lovely designed by Soraya Art. Again, so sorry for butchering names. This elegant piece serves as a reminder of strength. Ooh, this is inspired by the Shepherd King duology, which is the One Dark Window, which is funny because we just talked about that one. Ooh, okay, that's really pretty. Does it say anything on it? It just says White Eagle on the top, and that's really much it. That's really pretty. I don't know if I'll put this on my keychain, but I will definitely put it somewhere. And there goes the box. Next one I have is another box. This one says The Book of Light, The Book of Life, a book lamp. Ooh. This one says, illuminate your world with a touch of magic. Our enchanting book-shaped lamp, inspired by a discovery of witches, catches a warm glow in your choice of 3 color shade. The perfect companion for cozy evenings and reading and relaxation. It adds both charm and ambience to your bookshelf. Beautifully designed by lichen and limestone. And then it has direction of how to use it. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's LED lights. That's cool. So there's more instructions for it. Don't know if I can turn it on now, but let's just pull everything out of the box. The cords for it. Ooh. Ooh. Can it open up? Oh, it opens up and then it has different lights. That's really cool. I actually have been seeing this going around BookTube. Not this item, of course, but something similar to it. So it just says the Book of Life, and that's it on the front. But it changes color every time you open it. So yellow. Oh, it doesn't do it. There's green. That's really cool. I'll definitely use this. Ah, that's so exciting. Next item I see is our monthly pen collector for the month of May. So pen number 5. I don't know who this is inspired by yet. So let's unbox it. This one is... still doesn't say. This one is inspired by A Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy I. Lin. I actually love that duology. It was a fun read. Very underrated too. Beautiful little teacup there. And then this says, the world began with a dream. Sorry. It's hard to read that. But it says the world began with a dream on the little handle. Yay! I love that. Very pretty. And then next item I see, we have another tote bag. Ooh, this is another tote bag. How did I knew it was a tote bag? What the heck? It says, since the swan of this earth, I have waited. You are mine and I am yours. Aww. And then the front of it says, and together this world is ours. Aw, that's cute. So yeah, there's the inside of it. I don't know if anyone wants like a little inside tour with 2 little pockets in there. That's really cool. You can't go wrong with a tote bag. What is this inspired by? Does it tell me on the tag? Oh, it's inspired by Belladonna. I love Belladonna. I'll have to show Liz this because she's also reading Belladonna now. That's so cool. I actually met Adeline Grace last fall. Let's put that right here for now. Next I see, ooh, this is a Throne of Glass inspire chart. I don't know how to say this word. I'm so sorry. Is it charcuterie board? Charcuterie board? I don't know what this is. It says, the stag, the lord of the north. So the people of Terrasen will always know how to find their way home. So they can look up at the sky no matter where they are and know Terrasen is forever with them. Owlcrate exclusive. So I don't know how to say that word, but we shall see. Ooh. Oh, it's a little, I think this is a cutting board that you can use. I don't know. But that's very pretty. I won't unwrap it yet, but that's really pretty. That's really cool, actually. Especially because I do love the Throne of Glass series. Ooh, this was the book that I thought it was. Okay. So the book is, I don't know how to say this word. Ah! This is Salva Cone. I'm so sorry for butchering it. This is by Sandria Proudman. I'm actually really excited for this one. This is a YA fantasy debut novel. I read books by Sandria before as like a short story collection, but she never had like a full-length novel, and I'm pretty stoked that she is now. This is very different cover from the original. Here's the front of the cover. The back says, I was a Salvicon whether I wore the mask or not. Let's unbox this. Or I should say unwrap it. Ooh. Maybe not. Okay, I didn't want to use my scissors, but we're gonna have to. Where did they even go? Where are you? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Okay. That was really unnecessary because I could have gone from the bottom of this one. But here we are. Ooh. unwrapped. Here's the front of the cover again, the spine, the back with the quote, the beautiful edges, like, yes, please. And then there's a ribbon bookmark, beautiful edges on the bottom. Here is artwork on the end papers. Ooh, pretty hardcover. This is a guitar on the front. And then this quote back here is in Spanish, so I'm not going to say this quote, but for anyone who does speak Spanish on my channel, there's that quote for you. Really cool. I can't wait to read this one. This one was actually on my most anticipated read for the month of May, so I'm really happy that they did this one. Of course, it's always signed by the author, and there's an author letter describing about how the book is and how she came about with the book. That's really cool. Let's see what the artwork is on the inside, because sometimes I like the artwork better than the actual cover. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay. There's a quote on both sides. It says, "How do you stop a killer when you're not one? You find the rage inside you that's burning to be released." And then it says, "How do you stop a killer when you're not one? You learn to become one." Ooh, dun dun dun. I don't remember too much about this book. I think it's a fantasy standalone novel. I hope so. Because, again, I don't need to be starting so many series, but if I have to, I will. So let's read this one. It says, "In this Latinx young adult fantasy inspired by Zora, Lola de la Peña becomes the masked heroine Salvicon in order to save her family and town from a masked man who would destroy it for the magic it contains if she doesn't fall in love with a boy in his company first." Ooh. Okay. Sounds intriguing. I can't wait to read this. I'll probably save this for fall. So there you have it. That is everything in the monthly Owlcrate box and all my books that I wanted to haul for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And if you made it all the way through the end of the video, let's do a hat emoji, since there's a hat on the cover. Let's leave a hat emoji down in the comments below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Hope you all have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.